All right, today we got legs and shoulders. We're gonna do shoulders a little later in the workout today. I really wanna focus on growing my quads a little more. So we'll probably start with some Smith machine squats, and then we'll either move to RDLs or leg curls. For RDLs today, I'll probably do Smith machine. I've been kind of feeling like, Smith machine bar today, not really the dumbbells mood. But let's go ahead and get this started. We're just gonna start with the light warm up. And then the goal today is to build into a set of like 6 to 8, 4 sets of 6 to 8, pretty heavy. I'm doing this first so I can push my quads pretty far today. All right, and then we're gonna do one more set of 6, and we'll move on to some more quad work. All right, so for this one, I actually only do about like one warm up. My legs are still pretty warm from the squats and the RDLs, so I don't need to, do like 3 working up to my heavy set. If I feel comfortable, I'll just jump straight to it. Today I'm gonna be doing one-legged though, or I'm gonna try to do one-legged. I do that usually when I wanna get more focus on just individual parts of my quads. So, I wanna work on squeezing right here a little better, and it's easier for me to do that when I do it with one leg so I can focus on each one. So we're gonna do about, I don't know, maybe like three sets of 12 to 15, 4 sets of 12 to 15, whatever I really feel like, to be honest, until I can get a burn. I wish the sun wasn't on me right here though, because it's kind of blinding me a little. But let's go ahead and do this set real quick. All right, let's go ahead and do one more set and bump up the weight, and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. All right, this is gonna be targeting mainly my hamstring too. You just have to kind of find the right foot placement to play with. I typically do it with a leg press that's kind of, with a decline chair, not an incline chair, but we don't have those here today, so we're gonna work with what we got. I'm gonna keep my feet fairly close so I can engage that hamstring better. And then I'm just gonna do 3-4 sets of 6 as heavy as I can, really slowly. And that's kind of been my sweet point for, growing my hamstrings a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and do one more set of that and then we'll move on to the next thing. All right, let's go and move on to some calves and then we'll do our shoulders and be done for the day. All right, so yeah, this is a chest machine, but you can do calves on it. I've only done it a few times if I'm really just want to try something new for my calves and not have to use, standing with dumbbells or the leg press machine. But I mean, it works. You just push down here and you just kind of go like that with your feet and you'll feel it. You can go as heavy as you want. I typically do 4 sets of 20, slow and controlled to get a really good squeeze at like a decently heavy weight. This machine's kind of weird because it's not meant for this, so I do have to gauge the weight a little differently than I would on a seated or standing calf raise, but we're gonna go ahead and start that first set. All right, we'll go ahead and give that about a minute and then do the next set. So we're gonna try something a little different today. I'm gonna do kind of seated military press. I don't have a back thing right now, so I'm gonna be working on bracing, coming down and bracing it. So it's almost like I wanna start doing standing again, but I can't because I'm too tall for this, and I'll hit the top of it pretty much. It just doesn't go as high as I need it to. So we're gonna, compromise and do a seated military press without the back spot. So like I said, I can work on bracing a little and knocking out a few more reps. So today we're gonna do just 4 sets of 8, nothing too major. I'll work up in weight. I'll do 2 warm-ups and then we'll work up in the weight to see where I am at with this kind of situation I'm in here. But let's get ahead and start. All right, so we got 5 or 6 on that one. I wasn't counting. I think we're gonna lower it. Actually, now we'll stick with it. We'll do 2 more sets of 6 with that. It's just as I go heavier without that back support, I'm trying to be careful with bending over a little bit, you know, and causing issues with my lower back. So I'm probably not gonna go any heavier than this today. I think it's a good working weight though for the day, and then we'll do some heavy lateral raises and call it. All right, let's do this set. Also, real quick, I was asked the other day, why do you always wear, you know, baggy clothes? Why do you hide your physique and stuff like that? You know, I'm always wearing baggy pants. I wear, pretty much every shirt I wear is a XXL or 3XL, right? People are always asking, like, I never do posing pics or stuff like that. The posing pics will come when the cut is here. I'm on a extreme bulk right now, so I don't really want to be focusing too much on posing at the moment. B, because I feel when I'm wearing a tank top, you know, I have so many friends that just wear tank tops, or they'll wear something baggy and take off their pump cover 5 minutes into lifting. I feel kind of naked in the gym if I'm wearing short stuff like that. I feel like I'm too focused on my body at that point. Like, I'm looking in the mirror, right? I'm doing exercises, and then out of nowhere, bam, I think I look small. And then it kind of ruins my entire workout, because now my mind's on, am I small or am I big, right? When I wear clothes that are comfortable for me and hide a lot of that, it's kind of like, I don't have to worry about that, right? In my mind, I'm wearing a 2XL, and I feel snug in it, right? Therefore, I know I'm decently big, so I'm not too worried about it. But when I'm wearing an XL tank top or something like that, and out of nowhere my pump goes away, and then I feel like, oh, it's all baggy, right? Then I'm like, am I small? And then, you know, that body dysmorphia kicks in. So when you kind of wear baggy clothes like that, you don't really have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about, like, constantly thinking, I mean, you shouldn't, to begin with, care about what others think about you or stuff, because they truly don't. When you go to the gym, for all those new people starting out there, when you go to the gym, no one cares what you look like. No one is stopping their set just to look at you and observe you, unless you're an absolute mass monster. Because, I mean, myself, I'll look at someone if they're, you know, 260 lean, that's impressive, but no one's there to judge, right? Everyone's there doing their own thing. I think your biggest enemy is yourself and your mind. I personally have not found out how to get past that body dysmorphia. I don't know if others have. It's definitely the hardest thing is, you know, I started very skinny when I first started lifting, so I was 130, and in my head I was like, oh, well, you know, if I get to 200, I'm gonna be massive, right? I'm gonna look good. 200 comes around and I'm like, I still look like I'm 130 in my mind, right? So, I mean, I think our biggest enemies in ourself in the gym are just in plain, you know, our minds. One day you think you look amazing, you wake up, you're no food in your stomach, you're pretty lean, not a lot of water in you, you look amazing. Then 1,000 calories later, you think to yourself, I'm fat, right? Just ate 1,000, 2,000 calories. And it's just kind of how it is. It's like, you're not gonna be ripped year round. I mean, if you're bulking, you're not gonna be super veiny and all that unless you're taking stuff, but that's a whole nother topic. I mean, it's just finding a way to combat that, and my way is baggy clothes. They're comfortable to lift in. I can wear them around anywhere, you know? I don't have to worry about my clothes getting too tight on me. I had that issue when I first started lifting was, you know, when I first started lifting, I was wearing, you know, small and mediums, and then 50 pounds later, I can't even put a smaller medium on, right? And it's like, when you wear a certain shirt and you get a pump in it, it gets really tight around you, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of my clothes, like, I'd say like hugging your body. I like to feel pretty loose in my clothes, so I don't feel constricted. That's why I don't actually wear a lot of hoodies when I lift either. I sometimes do, and if I do, they're the biggest I can get in that size typically, because I want to feel loose in a hoodie. Because I mean, it affects everything for me. Compound lifts, you know, you're overhead pressing, you're wearing a tight shirt, right? It's gonna pull you down a little. It's not worth it. But I mean, that's my reason for wearing baggy clothes. Everyone has their own. Some people like to show off muscles and stuff like that with tank tops and all that, but it's not really my thing. So let's go ahead and finish this set real quick. Today's lateral raises are brought to you by the 50-pound dumbbells. So today we're gonna be doing one set of really heavy, trying to get my lateral raise up a little. I don't do it that much, or I don't try to go heavy that much, and I really know I can. So I need to start pushing it a little more. I think the heaviest I've ever gone was 50s. I've never really gone past it. But you know, I'm seeing all these videos of these guys doing 50s, 60s, and I'm like, you know what? I want a nice lateral raise. I'd like to have a heavy one. So first set, we're gonna go heavy, as many as we can that heavy, then we'll drop down to 40s and do a good 2 clean sets of 12 to 15. All right, we did about 6, and then we'll go down to the 40s now and then actually do some working sets. The 50s are more of just, you know, adapting to the weight, going heavier for those little bit of sets help me so much. I mean, it's helped that's kind of how I've got all my lifts up, is just doing that starting set really heavy and then going down to more of an appropriate weight. That's kind of how I've been able to bump my weight up on everything. So I'm hoping it, contributes to lateral raises. All right, I think we're gonna call it there. That was a pretty productive leg/shoulder day. I don't know what the next day is gonna be. I get a recording of. I don't know. Maybe a chest day. Maybe some benching. Maybe some deadlifting. I keep saying it, but I really do want to get a video of deadlifting. I think that'd be kind of cool / fun for me. But we're gonna leave it there. See you guys on the next gym day.